My beloved child, do you feel the heaviness in your heart from the wounds caused by those you once trusted? I know the sharp sting of betrayal, the deep ache of broken relationships. Just as Judas betrayed me, and Peter denied me 3 times, I understand your pain because I have walked that path before you. But hear me now, I did not turn away from you, and neither will I turn away from those who have hurt you. Forgiveness is not weakness, nor is it forgetting. Forgiveness is your freedom. It is the key that unlocks the chains of bitterness and sorrow that bind you. When you forgive, you are not excusing what was done, you are releasing yourself from the prison of pain. Remember this truth, forgiveness is not for their sake, but for yours. Let go of the anger that weighs your spirit down. Let go of the resentment that steals your joy. In this act of grace, you make room for healing to begin. I am the healer of broken hearts, the mender of shattered souls. I want to share with you a story of Maria, a daughter like you. She lost her beloved mother suddenly, and her world crumbled. Despair wrapped around her like a dark cloak. She felt abandoned, questioning if anyone cared or if life could ever be whole again. But in her darkest hour, she reached out to me. I whispered peace into her storm, and I showed her the way to forgive those she blamed, even herself. Maria's heart began to mend, her spirit found rest. She discovered that through forgiveness, she was free to embrace life again, free to step into the blessings I had prepared for her. You too, my child, are invited into this healing journey. Your pain is real, but it is not the end. I see your tears, and I collect each one as precious jewels. I tell you now, nothing can separate you from my love, not your mistakes, your doubts, or your failures. You are more than your past. You are a new creation, a vessel of hope and light. The scars you carry will become marks of glory, testimonies of my faithfulness in your life. So, open your heart. Release the bitterness. Say these words with me, I forgive those who have hurt me. I forgive myself. I am ready to be healed. Feel the chains break. Feel the floodgates of heaven open to pour out my blessings upon you. I will restore what was lost, renew your strength, and guide you into a season of victory. Do not delay this moment. Healing begins with your choice to forgive. As it is written, come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11 verse 28. I am waiting for you. Take my hand. Walk with me out of the darkness and into the light of a new day. Jesus, continue to speak to your heart now, inviting you deeper into the sacred space of forgiveness and healing. This is not just a moment to hear my words, but a call to release what has held you captive for far too long. I know how heavy the burden of unforgiveness can be. Like chains tightening around your soul, squeezing out hope and joy. It weighs you down, steals your peace, and dims the light I placed within you. Yet, my child, I promise you, the act of forgiveness is the key to breaking those chains. Imagine a river blocked by a dam, waters rise behind it, stagnant and troubled. But when the dam breaks, the river flows freely again, nourishing the land, bringing life and renewal. Forgiveness is that break, that release, allowing the river of my grace to flood your heart with healing and restoration. It does not mean forgetting the pain or denying the wounds you carry. No, those scars are real, and they tell your story, a story of survival, strength, and a testimony to my faithfulness. Forgiving is not a single act but a journey. Sometimes you will feel the pain again, and that is okay. Every time you choose forgiveness, you choose freedom, and every step forward brings you closer to wholeness. Do not be discouraged if your heart resists. My love is patient and gentle, coaxing you slowly out of the shadows of bitterness. Remember, forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. It frees you from the prison of anger, resentment, and despair. When you forgive, you invite me to come in and heal every broken place inside you. I transform wounds into wisdom, scars into strength. Look at how I forgave those who betrayed me, though they hurt me deeply, my love never faltered. I tell you now, my love for you is just as unwavering. You are never beyond my reach. I see the invisible battles you fight, the self-doubt, the guilt, the pain of being misunderstood or rejected. You are not alone. I am your refuge, your healer. Let me carry your burdens. Let me mend your brokenness. In this healing, you will find peace that surpasses all understanding, peace that guards your heart and mind. The pain of betrayal or loss does not have to define you. It can become the soil where new life grows, a life filled with hope, purpose, and joy. My child, do you realize that forgiveness also opens the door to restoration? It allows relationships to be renewed, spirits to be lifted, and hearts to be reconciled. It does not always mean returning to what was before, but it means stepping forward with a heart unchained, ready to receive the blessings I have prepared. Hear the promise in these words, I will restore to you the years that the locust has eaten, Joel 2 verse 25. This is my declaration over your life. I am not just asking you to forgive, I am inviting you to be part of a divine transformation. The anger, the hurt, the betrayal, they do not have to consume you. You have the power, through my strength, to rise above them. This is the victory I have won for you. Think of Maria's story, how she, once drowning in grief and bitterness, found her way back to light through forgiveness. She discovered that true healing begins when she chose to surrender her pain to me. And so can you. You can choose to open your heart, to let go of what no longer serves you, and to trust me to fill the emptiness with my peace. This choice is yours. Choose freedom, choose life, choose me. I stand ready to walk with you every step of the way. Your scars will become the marks of my grace, your story a testimony to my power to redeem and renew. You are precious beyond measure, deeply loved, and never forgotten. So now, hear me say once more, nothing can separate you from my love. I am here, waiting to heal you, to restore you, and to lead you into the abundant life I promised. Let forgiveness be the door you walk through tonight, opening into a new beginning bathed in my light. I will be with you, now and forever. Jesus, continue to speak tenderly to your heart, knowing the weight of the wounds you carry. These wounds, caused by betrayal, loss, or harsh words from those once close to you, may feel like a permanent scar etched deep into your soul. But hear me clearly, no pain is too great, no hurt too deep, that my healing cannot reach. I understand the struggle within you, the conflict between holding on to anger and the desire to find peace. It is not easy to forgive when the memories of betrayal replay like a storm inside your mind. Yet, forgiveness is not about forgetting what happened or pretending the pain never existed. Forgiveness is an act of courage, a brave decision to break free from the chains that hold you captive. Picture a prisoner in a dark cell who holds the key to his own freedom but is too afraid to use it. That prisoner is you. The key is forgiveness. When you unlock the door and step into the light, you release yourself from the prison of bitterness. You open your heart to the possibility of healing, renewal, and joy. I am with you every step of this journey. I am the good shepherd who seeks the lost sheep, who carries you when you are weary and guides you when you are confused. I know how hard it is to trust again after being hurt, but my love never fails, and I am faithful to restore all that has been broken. You might wonder, how do I even begin to forgive when the pain feels too much? Start with a single breath, a simple prayer, Jesus, help me forgive. Let me soften your heart, melt away the resentment, and fill you with my peace. The process of forgiveness is a gift I give you, not a burden. It liberates you to walk in the freedom I intended for you. Remember, forgiveness does not mean you have to reconcile with those who hurt you right away, nor does it mean you deny your own pain. It means you choose to release the power those wounds have over your life. It means you say, I will not be held hostage by bitterness any longer. I have witnessed the power of forgiveness countless times. I have seen broken families restored, hearts mended, and lives transformed. This is the promise I hold out to you today. The enemy wants you to believe that forgiveness is weakness, but it is actually the strongest act of faith you can take. It takes strength to let go, to trust me with your hurt, and to open your heart to healing. My beloved, let me remind you that forgiveness also brings you closer to me. It clears the debris of anger and pain that blocks the path to my peace and presence. When you forgive, you make room for my Spirit to fill you with hope, joy, and restoration. I want you to imagine your heart as a garden. Pain and bitterness are like weeds choking your growth. Forgiveness is the gardener's hand, pulling out the weeds so the flowers of peace and love can bloom. You are worthy of that garden in full bloom. I am here to nurture it with my love. As you walk this path, do not be discouraged by setbacks. Sometimes the pain will resurface, and you may feel the sting of old wounds. But each time, choose forgiveness again. Let it be your rhythm, your song of freedom. Just as the dawn follows the darkest night, healing will follow every moment of pain. Reflect on this truth: the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34 verse 18. You are not forgotten or forsaken. I am your healer, your comforter, your refuge. Let my love break the chains of bitterness. Let my grace flood your heart with peace. And as you forgive, you will discover that not only does your soul find rest, but your life begins to shift in ways you never imagined. Doors you thought were closed will open. New opportunities will arise. Joy will return, even in the midst of trials. Your scars will become a testament to my power to redeem and renew. You are not defined by what has hurt you but by the love that holds you now. This is your moment, my child. Step into the freedom of forgiveness. Release your pain into my hands and watch as I transform it into a story of hope and victory. I am with you. Always that am why, beloved, within the deepest chambers of your heart lies a struggle many face but few dare to confront, the battle between holding on to past wounds and embracing the freedom that forgiveness brings. You may ask yourself, how can I forgive when the pain feels unbearable? How do I move forward when the betrayal still echoes in my soul? These questions are not signs of weakness but of a heart yearning for healing. Understand this: forgiveness is not an instant erasure of pain, it is a deliberate act of surrender, a brave declaration that your future will no longer be dictated by yesterday's hurt. Imagine the heaviness you carry as a weight that slowly crushes your spirit, stealing your joy and clouding your vision. Each unforgiven offense is like a stone added to this load, until you can barely stand. Yet, the moment you choose to forgive, even if your heart hesitates, you begin to shed that burden. This is the sacred moment when your soul begins to breathe freely again. Forgiveness allows you to reclaim your power. It does not condone the wrong done to you, nor does it require reconciliation with those who have hurt you. Instead, it frees you from the chains of bitterness, anger, and resentment that poison your spirit. It opens a door to peace so profound that nothing in this world can disturb it. Consider the story of a woman named Maria, who, after losing her mother, found herself drowning in grief and anger. For months, her heart was locked in a prison of pain, unable to move forward. But through prayer and surrender, she took a single step: she chose forgiveness. That step did not erase the loss, but it released her from the prison of bitterness. Slowly, peace returned. Joy returned. Hope blossomed anew. Your story can mirror hers. The road may be long, and at times you will stumble, but each step taken toward forgiveness is a victory over despair. This journey transforms wounds into wisdom and scars into strength. It reshapes your identity from a victim of pain into a warrior of grace. Picture the floodgates of heaven opening wide, pouring blessings into the broken places of your heart. These blessings will restore your health, renew your mind, and rebuild your relationships. They will ignite a fire within you that no storm can extinguish. Remember, healing begins when you open your hands and release what you have held too tightly for too long. The bitterness and anger you carry do not belong to you, they are weights you were never meant to bear alone. Let them go. It is a declaration of faith that you believe in the power of renewal, in the promise of new beginnings. It is an act of courage that shakes the foundations of your life and invites a transformation so profound that it will ripple through every area: your mind, your body, your relationships, your future. As you walk this path, know that you are not alone. Though the enemy whispers lies meant to keep you chained, you are held in a love so powerful it can break every chain and silence every doubt. With each moment you choose forgiveness, your heart grows lighter, your spirit stronger, and your hope brighter. Your pain does not define you, your courage to forgive does. This is your victory, your testimony, your new beginning. Step boldly into the freedom waiting for you, and let your life shine as a beacon of hope for others still trapped in the shadows. There is a sacred strength found in forgiveness that many do not yet realize. It is not a sign of weakness but a revolutionary act of reclaiming your soul's freedom. When you hold on to hurt, you create a barrier between yourself and the peace that your spirit longs for. Forgiveness dismantles this barrier brick by brick. It allows light to flood into the dark corners of your heart, illuminating places where pain once ruled. You may wonder how to start when the wounds are so fresh, the memories so vivid. Begin simply by acknowledging your pain without judgment. Give yourself permission to feel the hurt fully, because healing begins with honesty. Speak quietly to your heart: I see you, I feel you, and I will not let this pain define me. This is your first step toward liberation. Each small act of forgiveness is like planting seeds in a barren field, seeds that will one day bloom into beauty, hope, and renewed strength. Remember that healing is not linear. There will be moments when sorrow resurfaces, and that is part of the process. Be gentle with yourself. Allow these moments to teach you, to deepen your compassion for yourself and others. Forgiveness transforms not only your heart but also the very way you see the world. It shifts your focus from bitterness to gratitude, from despair to hope. This shift is powerful because it changes your story from one of victimhood to one of victory. Imagine a life unburdened by past wounds, where peace flows like a river and joy springs forth like a well that never runs dry. This life is possible and waiting for you to claim it. The enemy may whisper doubts, telling you that forgiveness is impossible, that your pain is too great. Do not listen. These lies only seek to keep you chained. You have within you a divine power to break free. Let go of anger, not because you condone what was done, but because you choose to live in freedom. Each time you forgive, you build resilience, deepen your faith, and strengthen your spirit. Healing will ripple out from your heart into every area of your life: your health, your relationships, your dreams. It will open doors you thought were forever closed. Your scars will tell a story of redemption, a testimony that no matter how deep the hurt, love and grace prevail. This journey may be challenging, but every step forward is a triumph over despair. As you embrace forgiveness, you invite transformation not only for yourself but for those around you. Your courage becomes a beacon of hope, inspiring others to seek healing and renewal. The road ahead may be uncertain, but one thing is sure: forgiveness sets you free. It is the key to unlocking a future filled with peace, joy, and purpose. So choose today to release what weighs you down. Choose to walk in the light of healing and love. Your new beginning awaits. Within your heart lies a profound invitation to step beyond the pain and into a place of profound freedom and renewal. The journey of forgiveness is not simply about releasing others from their offenses. It is a sacred act of reclaiming your own peace and dignity. Holding on to bitterness may seem like a shield, protecting you from further hurt, but in reality, it is a heavy chain that drags you down into despair. Imagine carrying a heavy stone in your hand for years. Each unforgiven grievance adds weight, until the burden feels unbearable. Yet, when you choose to forgive, it is like setting that stone down for the very first time. Feel the relief, the sudden lightness that floods your being. This is the freedom that forgiveness brings, a freedom that the world cannot give, nor take away. It is a gift born from courage and faith, a decision to trust that healing can be greater than the pain. Forgiveness also opens a door to self-compassion. Many carry harsh judgments against themselves for past mistakes, failures, or the ways they have been broken. But the same grace that frees you to forgive others is available to heal your own soul. Look within and speak tenderly to your wounded heart, offering the same mercy you wish to extend to others. You are worthy of love and healing, exactly as you are. Do not let shame or regret chain you to the past. Instead, choose to embrace the possibility of restoration. This choice is transformative. It redefines your story from one of hurt to one of hope, from victim to victor. As you let go of resentment, you make room for joy, peace, and new beginnings to take root. Healing is often a slow and delicate process, requiring patience and grace. There will be days when old pains resurface, moments when forgiveness feels impossible. In those times, return to this truth: your worth is not determined by your wounds, but by your courage to keep moving forward. Each act of forgiveness, no matter how small, is a step toward wholeness. Picture the garden of your soul, once choked by weeds of bitterness and sorrow. Forgiveness is the gardener's hand, gently removing those weeds, clearing space for vibrant new growth. With each act of grace, the soil becomes richer, the flowers bloom brighter, and the fruits of peace and joy become abundant. This transformation is not just personal, it ripples outward, touching the lives of those around you. Your forgiveness can break cycles of pain within families and communities, sowing seeds of reconciliation and hope. The power to forgive is also the power to heal. It breaks the hold of past traumas and opens pathways to a future filled with promise. Remember, you are not alone on this path. Even when the road is steep and the nights are long, the light of love and grace surrounds you, guiding you forward. Embrace this journey with an open heart, and watch how your life begins to shift in ways you never imagined. Your story of pain is becoming a story of triumph. Your scars are becoming a testimony to the resilience of the human spirit and the power of divine love. Let forgiveness be the key that unlocks your freedom, the bridge to your healing, and the doorway to a new and abundant life. Forgiveness is more than a single act, it is a sacred journey of the soul that transforms your very being. It is the quiet courage that whispers, "I will not be defined by my pain." It is the gentle surrender that says, "I release the bitterness and choose peace." This journey invites you to face the deepest wounds with grace, to look at the betrayal, the loss, the harsh words, and not let them imprison your heart. Healing comes when you accept that forgiveness is for you, to reclaim your joy, your hope, your freedom. Imagine the weight you carry slowly lifting, like dawn breaking after a long, dark night. Your spirit breathes again. This is the gift waiting for you, a life unchained from past hurts, filled with new purpose and peace. Even when memories sting, when doubt creeps in, remember that forgiveness is not forgetting. It is allowing the past to lose its grip on your future. The heart that forgives is a heart set free. When you forgive, you open a sacred space within where love, restoration, and grace can flourish. This sacred space becomes the foundation for a new beginning. Healing flows from this place like a river, washing away despair and planting seeds of hope. Through forgiveness, you become a living testimony to the power of renewal, a beacon of light in a world longing for peace. Now, step boldly forward, knowing every step of forgiveness you take is a step closer to wholeness. You are not alone. Love surrounds you, grace enfolds you, and the promise of restoration awaits. The time to forgive is now, and with it comes the promise of peace, healing, and a life transformed. Now, as you stand on the threshold of this new beginning, it is time to enter the sacred space of prayer and encouragement, the final step of this journey where hope becomes reality. In this moment, open your heart fully and speak from the depths of your soul. Speak honestly, bring your pain, your doubts, your fears before the divine presence that never turns away. Prayer is more than words, it is the language of the heart reaching out to the source of all healing. Pour out your sorrows and invite the spirit of peace to dwell within you. Ask for strength to persevere, for courage to keep walking the path of forgiveness and renewal. Know that you are heard. Your cries do not fall on deaf ears. The very air around you is filled with love and power ready to heal, to restore, to uplift. As you pray, envision yourself wrapped in a mantle of peace that cannot be shaken. Feel the embrace of divine love surrounding you, calming every fear and doubt. This is your sanctuary, your refuge in times of trial. Let the promise of restoration sink deep into your spirit. The Lord will watch over your coming and going both now and forevermore. Psalm 121 verse 8. This is the truth that anchors your soul. Hold fast to it when storms rage, when nights are long and lonely. You are never alone. Your life is held in a divine embrace that never lets go. Let this truth fuel your faith, ignite your hope, and strengthen your resolve. You are being prepared for a season of breakthrough and blessing. The challenges you face are not the end but the soil in which new life will grow. So, rise with courage. Step into the future with a heart full of faith and a spirit anchored in peace. Let your life be a testimony of divine grace, an inspiration to all who witness your journey from pain to healing, from sorrow to joy. Remember, your story is not just yours, it is a beacon of hope lighting the way for others still searching for peace. Now, go forth with confidence. Forgiven, healed, and empowered, your best days are ahead. Embrace this new chapter. Live boldly, love deeply, and walk in the fullness of the peace that surpasses all understanding.